There we go. Hello guys, my name is Jordan Maltos and thank you for coming to my speech. So let's begin. Did anyone in the audience today have to concentrate and think about digesting their food or activating the liver to create bile? Our body is an extraordinary thing and they get to work for us. So when people work for us, we would want to provide them the best resources so they can work longer and so they can do a good job. So why don't we do this with our bodies? The reason is because a lot of people tend to claim that they're busy and they're just not really focused on their bodies as much. They typically tend to eat junk food, which could be considered chips, cookies, brownies, and they can also be classified as food that does not provide any essential nutrients. Eating junk food is okay if you eat it once in a while, but if you continuously consume it, it will cause problems like malnutrition. Malnutrition occurs when you do not eat enough proteins, vegetables, whole grains, fruits, or natural oils. Also, according to the Center for Science for the Public Interest, a poor diet can lead to heart disease, heart stroke, obesity, high blood pressure, and osteoporosis. Maybe you have heard of somebody with these diseases as they're very common. Also, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, they claim that heart disease has killed over 600,000 people. Heart disease is defined as any heart condition, and a very common one would be coronary artery disease. And maybe we haven't heard of this term as much, but we all have heard of cancer. And people with a poor diet tend to have increased chances of getting kidney cancer or breast cancer. I've been mostly named off adult diseases, but are children affected? Yes, they are. Children are affected by malnutrients, but they typically don't care, as they know that these diseases take years to develop. Take years to develop. But children take years to develop. Malnutrition in children can lead to nutritional anemia. And according to the Professional Medical Journal, nutritional anemia is associated with irritability, poor capacity, vulnerable mood, and learning difficulties. If we want our students to be successful in education, we must provide them with the essential nutrients. Now that we know the effects of malnutrition, here are some ways to combat it. The first step would have to be changing your diet. Your diet has to consist of fresh fruits, vegetables, protein, whole grains, natural oils, and fat-free dairy. Many people know that they have to eat healthy, but they usually use excuses as it'll take too much time, they don't know how to cook, or that it'll be too expensive. But I would like to ask them, would it be too much? Would you take the time to learn how to cook or make some time of the day to cook if your life depended on it? I think they would. And that's why I tell people to change your diet now, as it would be much harder, as it would be much harder in the future. Let's say maybe you are a busy person and you have very limited time to cook. And that's why supplements were made. Supplements like protein shakes, meal replacement shakes, multivitamin packs, and if you don't like vegetables, you can replace it with the super greens powder. Supplements were made to make changing your diet easier, so we should use those resources. Let's say that you already have a heart disease and you change your diet and you're trying to see faster results. You can incorporate physical activities. And according to the American Heart Association, they stated to improve cardiovascular health, you must perform at least 250 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week, or at least 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activities. Aerobic activities can be running, walking, swimming, or biking. Obviously, the person wanting to change their diet and lifestyle wants to choose the one that they would enjoy the most. But a lot of people lack the motivation to exercise because they're too tired at the end of the day, or sometimes they fear judgment when they walk into a gym. One way to combat this is to bring a workout buddy for you that will support you and motivate you throughout the process. Now that we know the way to combat malnutrition, it's just time to take action. Thank you.